There be some sports are painful, and their labours delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me, as odious, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labours pleasures. She is 10 times more gentle than her father's crabbed, and he's composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up on a sore injunction. My sweet mistress weeps to see me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I forget, but these sweet thoughts to even refresh my labors, the most busy lest when I do it. My liege, I didn't I no prisoners. But I remember when the fight was done, when I was dry with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my sword, came there a certain lord, neat, trimly dressed, fresh as a bridegroom. His chin, new reaped, showed like the stubble land at harvest home. He was perfumed like a milliner, and twixt his finger and thumb, he held a pouncet box. Ever and anon he gave his nose, and took it away again, who, therewith, angry, when the next came there, took it in snuff. And still he smiled, and talked, and as soldiers bore dead bodies by, he called them untaught knaves, unmannerly, to bring a slovenly, unhandsome course betwixt the wind and his nobility. With many holiday and lady terms he questioned me, amongst the rest, demanded my prisoners in your majesty's behalf. I then, all smarting with my wounds being cold, to be so pestered with a popinjay, out of my grief, my impatience, answered neglectingly, I know not what. He should or he should not, for he made me mad to see him shine so brisk, and smell so sweet, and talk so like a waiting gentlewoman of guns and drums and wounds. God save the mark! And telling me the sovereign's thing on earth was Parnassetti for an inward bruise. And it was a great pity, so it was, this villainous saltpeter should be digged out of the bowels of the harmless earth, which many a good tall fellow had destroyed so cowardly. And but for these vile guns, he would have himself been a soldier. This bald, unjointed chat of his, my lord. I answered indirectly, as I said, and I beseech you, let not his report come current for an accusation betwixt my love and your high majesty. Thou nature of my goddess, to thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me, for that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? Wherefore base? My Dimensions are as well compact. My mind is generous. My shape is true as honest madams issue. Why brand they us with base? With baseness? Bastardy? Base? Who, in the lusty stealth of nature, take more composition, fierce quality than doth, rather than a dull, stale, tired bed, go to the creating of a whole tribe of fops, got between asleep and awake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed, and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow. I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.